chapter that I'm going to read to you right now is, I have to say, this chapter is one of the most powerful things in the book, and it is the one thing, hi Carolyn, it is the one thing, oh my gosh, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, let me start. Okay, thank you. This chapter we're going to work on today, it's called Mind Your Vibration. This chapter, thank you everyone, this chapter is literally one of the things that almost everyone that comes to me for private coaching, thank you, they need this chapter, and you will too. I guarantee you. Who is ready to really hear some, and this is a kind of an in-your-face chapter. Remember, sometimes I'm here to tell you what you need to know, not always what you want to know. Okay? And this chapter is going to be a little bit of a tough love. Just a little bit, but you'll get it. Okay? All right. Yay, yay. Because you do not learn, listen, here's the deal. You don't learn by staying in your comfort zone. You don't. You learn and you grow when you're kind of stretched to be like, oh, crap, that's what I'm doing. Oh, this is what I need to do in my life so I have more positive results in my life. Okay? Good. Hi, Dahlia. All right, so everyone should, if you're really good, you should have some paper and a pen so that you can write down notes. Let's do this, Jacqueline says. I love that. Okay. So, everyone take a big, deep breath. Thank you, Michigan. All right. So as I read this chapter, hi Farrell, we're just about to start. Perfect timing. As I read this chapter, just take it in. I will stop at certain points. I'll ask you some questions so we can have some interaction. This is a little bit of a longer chapter, just so you know. I mean, I don't have very long chapters in my book, but this one's 4 pages. Woo. This is my book, Say Yes If, Jennifer. This is my book. Almost all of Awesome August is based on my book. Great, Adele. Okay, so here we go. Everyone just open your ears, get your pen ready, and start writing some notes. Here we go. Day 21. Mind your vibration. You are teaching others how to treat you at all times. This is worth saying about 10 times. You are teaching people how to treat you at all times. Take a breath in for a second. Your words, actions, and deeds are sending out vibrational and literal clues and cues to the universe and to the people in your life. If you like how people treat you, then you're usually sending out a vibration that is teaching people how to treat you that feels right and that supports you. If, however, on the other hand, you are not happy with how people are treating you, you are giving out a vibration that is unconsciously not serving you. You're teaching them how to treat you by continuing. Let me stop there. Okay, is everyone on board with what I'm talking about? Yes, 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 yes. I agree, James. Good. Okay. So, you are teaching people how to treat you. This is big. This is a writer-downer. You're teaching people how to treat you by continuing to accept either positive or negative vibration from them. The more you accept a certain behavior, the more you are teaching them that it's okay to do that in your presence. Okay? The more that you accept a certain behavior, whether negative or positive, the more you're teaching them that it is okay to do or be that in your presence. Okay? Being acutely aware of this is what is called minding your vibration. What's it called? Minding. Yes, it does have to do with boundaries, Adele. It does have to do with boundaries that we talked about before. This does have to do with boundaries. So, this is called minding your vibration. I learned this phrase and this idea, basically that phrase, from one of my dear friends and teachers, author Michael Loge. And if you haven't seen Michael Loge or you know his book, he's amazing. He's a great teacher, wonderful, wonderful law of attraction teacher. So this idea of minding your vibration is so important. What you're accepting and what you're allowing into your vibration is literally creating so much of your life. So much of your life. So, and I want to say this really quickly. This isn't just the vibration of others. This is the vibration of what you are allowing yourself to dwell upon, what you are allowing yourself to focus on, what you're allowing yourself to mire in. Do you get it? So it's just not, you're teaching yourself how to treat you when you continually bring up things that don't make you feel good, when you continually keep repeating a story that didn't serve you, it's for you, but it's also for everyone else. People come to me and they go, I want to be really positive. I want to make the law of attraction work in my life. I really want it. But my brother is really negative. But my mother is really negative. But my husband doesn't believe in this crap. Bah, 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 bah. That is a sure sign when I hear that. When I hear that, I go, aha, you don't protect your vibration. You don't mind your vibration. You don't. That's important. That's important. Okay? Everyone take a big deep breath because I know what I just said hit a lot of you. That's right. It's our thoughts that do it. The change begins with ourselves. And this is every moment to moment. So here we go. Let's keep going. Good, Tabitha. Protecting your vibration. Hold on a second. I'm going to take questions at the very end. Please write them down and we'll take questions at the end. Good, Maxwell. Good name. Okay, so write your questions down. We'll take them at the end. Let's continue. Protecting your vibration is so important when it comes to staying positive. Please write your questions at the end because this is going to tell you. This is a long chapter, so let me just keep going. Protecting your vibration is so important when it comes to staying positive in order to attract people, situations, and results that you want in your life. If you don't mind your vibration, that it stays in a peaceful, productive, and positive place, then who is going to do it? When you continually allow others to bring negative vibrations into your experience by talking about negative things or complaining all the time, you are not minding your vibration. In fact, you're teaching them that it is acceptable to have that vibration in your presence. This is the tough love part, everyone. This is the tough love part. This is where you have to make that a priority in your life. This is the tough love part. I'm going to say it again. When you continually allow others to bring negative vibrations into your experience by talking about negative things or complaining all the time, you are not minding your vibration. In fact, you're teaching them that it is acceptable to have that vibration in your presence. And don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself that if you keep allowing those kind of people and you keep bringing that, it doesn't affect your results, because it affects your results of your life. Understanding your vibration or your energy is the most important thing when it comes to transforming your life for the better. Therefore, it is crucial that you mind your vibration. You see, your vibration can become infected or contaminated by other people's vibration. This is what I'm talking about. When that happens, you lose the vibration that you were on and you start to match their vibration. You could be really happy and then you allow someone to start complaining in your presence and talking about how horrible things are and how awful it is, and then what happens? You feel great, and then you go right and you match their vibration. You match their vibration. That's right. Can you keep those comments to the end, the questions, please? Because I just have to stay on this roll. Otherwise, I'm going to just please. Thank you. Otherwise, it's this big squirrel for me. Okay? So, just follow me on this. When that happens, you lose your vibration that you're on. You start to match their vibrations. I don't mean to be mean. I'll go off topic. For example, has it ever happened to you that you are having an amazing day and feeling awesome when someone starts complaining about things over and over, and suddenly your once happy, awesome day starts to fade? Then you go home, and pretty soon you're yelling at the cat, or you're slamming your dishes, and you don't know why. Has that ever happened to you, yes or no? When you were feeling great, then someone comes in, starts complaining, or you watch something horrible, and then later in the day you're like, why do I feel so bad? Why am I yelling at the cat? Why am I slamming dishes? Today, in fact, Tina Marie says. That's right. And you know why? It's because that person infected your vibration and unconsciously you matched theirs. I'm sure that sounds familiar. Now here is the kicker and why you have to mind your vibration. This is it. Here's the kicker, and this is why you have to mind your vibration. You, because the law of attraction is always working. This is all about law of attraction, everyone. You will start attracting negative things, and I'm sure you don't want to attract negative things. This is why it's so important that you mind your vibration when it comes to other people. So what you do is you go and match their vibration, and then you start to attract more crap, or more things to feel bad about, or more things to complain about, or more. That's why you will start to attract those kinds of situations and those kinds of people. And even if it's small things, your vibration has changed. So you haven't minded your vibration. Got it? This can be a very difficult thing with certain. This is really big, and this is going to address what I think a few people have said. Harmonic distortions. That's exactly right. Everything's about resonance or resistance, if we want to talk about it like that. So, now this is going to address what a lot of people are asking. This can be very difficult to do with certain people in your life, especially if the negative person is in your, please fill in the blank, especially if the negative person is in your, what? Type it in. Is in your home, in your, starts with an F, family. In your family, or in your life, or in your presence. But here's the deal. It's almost always someone in your family. It's almost always someone in your family. I'm telling you, because the people in your family can push your buttons like no one else's. It's much easier to deal with these people if you just know them. Well, sure, it's easy if you just walk around and you find them, but if the ones in your family are doing this, it can be really tough. And I'm sure you all understand this. Now that is where the real work is. That's where the real work is. So, your family member may be the one who is continually negative and bringing you down. Their vibrations affect you much more than a stranger on the street's vibration. Our family relationships create a pathology for all of us which can be hard to break out of. I'm going to say this again. Our family relationships create a pathology for all of us which can be very hard, I didn't say impossible, to break out of. But it is possible and paramount to you creating positive results in your life. This is paramount. Do you hear me? Some people are saying, that's everyone in my family. That's everyone in my family. But it's very, very important that you do this. Very important that you do this. You have got to get a handle on how you're teaching people how to treat you. You have got to get a handle on how you're teaching people how to treat you. The more you let people, your family, bring you into a negative vibration, the more negative results you're going to have. It's that simple. I'm going to say it again. Remember, this is the tough love. This is the Dr. Phil, Dr. Ryan section. The more you let people bring you into a negative vibration, the more negative results you are going to have. It is that simple. That's probably then. That's thank you very much, Marcy. That's right. Or to teach, because it's never about them. It's all about you. It's about how much you're going to honor yourself. Let's just take a stop here, and then I'm going to show you one of the best ways to do this. This is about honoring yourself. This is about not forsaking yourself. This is what I find. I do it sometimes myself too. But people are forsaking themselves all the time for other people. And we've already talked about this with the creating of boundaries. They're forsaking themselves all the time for other people's needs. And when they do that, they're not minding their vibration. Their vibration's at 20, then it's at 90, then it's 30, then it's 60, then it's 10, then it's here. Then it's Julie's vibration, then there's Dad's vibration. Then there's Mom's vibration, then there's Sister's vibration. Then there's this vibration. They don't hold their own vibration while they walk through life. You hold your own vibration. You hold your own vibration. And when you hold your own vibration, guess what happens? Then things start to work out. Then you're really teaching people how to treat you. Your boyfriend was. Then that's not your boyfriend. It's about respecting and loving yourself very simply, Catherine. Very good. Very simply. Okay? Let's keep reading here. One of the best ways to do this, CJ knows about this, and codependency. Let's keep going. One of the best ways to do this with people in your life is to state clearly what you need from them that is positive. One of the best ways to do this is to state clearly to those people that you keep going to their negative energy exactly what you need from them that is positive. This can be done with love and grace. I always say that. It does not have to involve blaming them for being negative. This is big too. It does not have to know, that's so interesting, Ariana. It does not have to involve blaming them for being negative or judging them for where they're coming from. It's simply stating that you would like to talk or focus on things that make you feel good. The blame thing is really important. Because as long as you keep saying, they're bad, they're bad, they're bad, they're negative, they're negative, they're negative, what you resist persists. Do you remember that? The more that you say that they're bad and I'm good, the more separation you cause, and the more likely you are to get more of that. You just state what you need. You don't have to make them bad. If you make them bad, you will continue to have a separation with them. And I'm sure you don't want to continue having a separation with your family or whatever. Your heart wants connection. Your spirit wants connection. You don't get connection by telling people how negative and bad they are. That doesn't happen. You just say, this is what I need. This is what I need. It can be done with love and grace. Sometimes you do the love with grace and say, you know what, I've told you this. This is how you do it. I've said this to you. I'm not talking about that right now. We're going to talk about what's working in your life. We're going to talk about the positive things that are going on in the world. We're going to talk about whatever it happens to be. And if you can't do this, this is what I need. Thank you. Hashtag thank you. And if you can't do that, I need to walk away for a little while. And that's very, very okay to do that. Can you give me an example you need from them? Yes, of course. That's right. But they don't know. Hey, two chicks. They don't know. They literally do not know. So you can say, oh, when you do this, it makes me feel bad. So, can you please talk about this? If they can't hear that, and this is what's going to happen, I'm going to tell you really quickly. If they can't hear that, it's okay. but you need to stay. Thanks, Trisha. You need to stay in that place, and you need to say it. No, it's not blaming, Tamara. It's not blaming. It's just stating the truth. It's stating the truth. You're saying, this is what I need. You're not saying no to them. You're saying yes to you. That's interesting. You're not saying no to them. You're saying yes to you. You're just saying, this is what I need. This is what makes me feel good. And you know that if you do that, they, if they choose to, you can't do anything. It is setting natural boundaries. If you do that, they will start to shift. You don't need to point out a fault. You can just say, hey, this is what... And if they get defensive, that's not your problem. If they... Hey, UAE, if they get defensive, that is not their problem. Because if they have issues with it, then they're not a match. You can give them another choice. Always be choose to always be kind. That's right. One of the best books ever written. This is oldie but goodie. But look at this. Change the subject. One of the best books, and if you haven't, if you have never read this, please take a screenshot of this, and you see how I have this immediately at hand. One of the best books ever written by an incredible teacher named Terry Cole Whitaker. What you think of me is none of my business. This book is from, I'm going off topic here, but it's okay. This book is from 1978. 1978, and it's still freaking awesome. What they think of you is none of your business. The only thing that you all think this New Age stuff is new. It's not new. It's been around for a long time, and way before Terry Cole Whitaker. So, ultimately, what you want to do is you want to say, oh, this is what they do. It doesn't have any effect on you unless you allow it to. You have to aim them. That's right. Aim them towards a positive thing, like a compliment. I won't go into there's a whole story that I could tell you, but it's too long. Okay? She's an awesome teacher, too. She is a great teacher. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me just recap. We're going to go back. Okay, ready? I'm going to go back to the beginning. One of the best ways to do this with those people in your life is to state clearly what you need from them that is positive. This can be done with love and grace. It doesn't have to involve blaming them for being negative or judging them for where they are coming from. It is simply stating that you would like to talk or focus on things that make you feel good. That person may be taken aback for a moment, or for a month, or a year, and you have to be willing for that, okay? That person might be taken aback for a moment because for years you have let them spread their negative vibration all over you, and you haven't said anything. But slowly, you will teach them how to treat you. And you will be holding and minding your own vibration. I want to emphasize this again. They are not wrong and you are not right. You are just not a vibrational match at this time and place. They are just not a vibrational match right now. Do you get it? Like I said, applying this is not always the easiest thing to do at the beginning. But doing this is so worth it in the long run. Your sanity, for your sanity, not only for your sanity, but for creating the life that you've dreamed of with the people that are a perfect match for you. Because this is what happens. When you start doing that, you will start attracting not only, but mostly, people that are a match to your vibration. And whatever they do is none of your business. And I know that that sounds cold and harsh with family members, but it's with the family members that you have to say, I'm going to care about me first. So, say yes if today you will create positive boundaries and mind your vibration. There's the card that goes with it. Say yes if today you will create positive boundaries and mind your vibration. Good. This is from my card set, just so you know. All right. Now let's talk about you were letting someone rain on your parade. Very good. Let's take those questions. I'm going to take Darbo's question about first. Your friends up, I would say dumping on you. Being a good friend. This is not about, listen, this is what it's about. This is not about not allowing people to have experiences in their life. You're welcome. Everyone, yourself, listen to this. Yourself included have bad days. You have bad times. That's the way it goes. But, you know, here's the deal. You know that there are certain people in your life that continue to dump their crap over and over and over and over. Right? One of your friends might do that all the time. I'm not talking about, boy, she's going through a death, she's got a job change, she's stressed about money, da-da-da-da-da. You know, those times in your life, you're, as a friend, you're there, you listen, you try to help, you try to, be there to just listen. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when that person is 80% of their conversation is about how things aren't working and about how things are horrible. It's the Eeyore syndrome. Thank you so much. It's the Eeyore syndrome. Oh, do 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 do. They need love, but you don't have to keep them in your life. One of the best ways to be a good friend is to tell them how it is. Interesting to me, as it does affect me. Of course it does affect you. You don't want to let them down. So this is how you navigate your communication skills, your people skills. You navigate that by saying, and listen, everything done with love. Everything done with love. If you do it with love, and you do it because you're in a place of love, then things will change. But you don't do it because to get them changed. You do it because it feels good. How to divert a negative vibe, like somebody saying something? Start talking about something you really love. Make someone laugh. Do something fun. Be silly. All right, everyone. I love you so much. I pray that love will guide you. And remember, literally, there is an awesome part of you that's there. It's just about uncovering it. All right. I love you all so much.